Hello, Canadian DIY investors. In today's video, I want to go through the 8 assets that can make you rich in Canada. These insights come from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which has sold millions of copies around the world. And if you've ever wondered how a struggling single mom became one of the most powerful businesswomen in Canada, I'm going to break down how Arlene Dickinson used these 8 asset classes to help her become one of the most powerful women in Canada. So in today's video, I'm going to cover her journey and give you practical advice of how you can use her journey and these 8 asset classes to help you become rich in Canada. Now, the first one is building a business. Arlene Dickinson grew her business from the ground up called Venture Communications. Now, how can you use this strategy to make you rich? Well, because of the world of the internet, we can literally start businesses with a touch of a button. So think about, can you start your side hustle right now? Can you sell things on Amazon? Can you sell things on Kijiji? The point is just start doing a side hustle and eventually you'll find something that sticks with you. The second one is building paper assets. Arlene Dickinson didn't put all her eggs in one basket. She diversified her income and invested in stocks so that, well, she could just let it compound over time and basically collecting money while she's sleeping. So that's why you could do the same thing. If you have a TFSA, RESP, RRSP, etc., and you're just letting it sit there as a savings account, actually, you're doing it all wrong. It's an investment account, and it's super powerful because a lot of them are tax-free as long as you let it grow within those accounts. So think of, can you invest in a boring ETF? Maybe the top 6 banks across Canada, or maybe you knowing what you own and you could actually invest in the bank that you're a client of over the past 10 years. But the point is start building your investing habit in paper assets. Now, the third one is real estate. Now, real estate is a great way to building wealth, and Arlene Dickinson has many properties across Canada helping her compound her money. So how can you apply this in your own life? Now, not everyone wants to become a real estate investor because maybe it's a little bit too much work. You don't want to deal with tenants. Well, instead of just owning physical real estate, you can actually own real estate investment trust, which is basically a basket of real estate that's managed by someone else and is actively traded on the stock market. We've got a lot of Smart Center, RioCan. Basically just look around you when you walk around these commercial complexes and these apartment buildings and think of who owns them and can you buy it in the stock market? Now, the next one is commodities. It's like the oil, the golds of the world. It's just actually like during the pandemic, actually toilet paper was a hot commodity. Now, Arlene Dickinson, although there's no proven record that she owns actual gold, I suspect that she's diversified her income sources and add a little bit of gold to balance out the volatility, because the whole point of owning gold is not for you to become rich. When the market crashes, gold tends to be a safe asset in a time of volatility and recession. The next one is building content. Arlene Dickinson, as much as we all know her from Dragon's Den, did you know she actually wrote 2 books and she's now collecting royalties every single year. So how can you apply this in your own life? Well, you could definitely write a book with all these AI writing tools, can definitely help you write blog posts and articles, or you could start a YouTube channel like I did with Financial Nirvana Mama. And building content can lead to many opportunities like collaborations, like books, like speaking opportunities. The sky is the limit. The next one is patents. Arlene Dickinson regularly invests in entrepreneurs that holds patents. So this is a great way. If you're an inventor, creator, and you invented something like a new toy for your kid or improved a widget, definitely consider patenting because it could be worth a ton of money and it protects your rights so that no one else can actually copy your design. The next one is trademark. Arlene Dickinson is obviously a well-known personality. She's built up her personal brand. She's also built her brand through a company, Venture Communications. So how can this apply to you? Well, you could build out your brand online like I do with Financial Nirvana Mama. You could start buying domain names and start securing your trademark. Now, I know technically owning your own domain name Like maybe it's your personal name, or maybe it's your company name. It's not physically or technically trademark, but it's a great way to start protecting your rights. Because trademarking could be an expensive process and time consuming. The next one is franchises. Now, Arlene Dickinson doesn't physically own her own franchise, but she regularly invests in entrepreneurs that do. So for you, how can you apply this to your own life? Well, maybe you have a family member who owns a franchise. Well, you can consider partnering with them, or you could actually build your own business and then think of how to scale that business. It could be a physical business, or it could be an online business. It could be something as simple as tutoring online. And then how can you expand that all across Canada? Now, if you are feeling overwhelmed hearing the 8 asset classes that you must own to help you become rich, don't think you have to absolutely own every one of them. Just start with the low-hanging fruit, the quick wins. Quick win is paper assets. Start investing in stocks. Don't let your money sit and erode with inflation. Next one is if you have your own home, you can maybe rent out your basement suite, start collecting, diversifying your income and rent it out to tenants. Maybe if tenants are not your thing, then invest in real estate investment trusts, or do both like I do. And if you want to start building your personal brand, quick, easy way is building it out in LinkedIn and buying your own domain name, which costs a few dollars. Super cheap, and you could start building assets all around you. And sure, some of them might not work out. Some of them might be a waste of time, but at least you're trying to tackle every asset class one at a time and help you become rich. If you want to hear the 2 Canadian stocks that I've been recently buying, check out this video out here. See you in the next video.